welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. In this episode we have another side mission we're going to go take care of. We're going to head to the Omega Ruins where we can fight the weapon monsters, the Superbosses of the game. Now, unlike some of the other Final Fantasy games, the Superbosses in this game, or at least the two that we're going to encounter in the Omega Ruins, have a little bit of a backstory to them.
What is this place?
700 years ago, a monk who defied the teachings was sentenced here.
Oh, the traitor Omega, yeah?
Omega's loathing of Yevon has turned him into a fiend.
They say he liked it underground, out of the light.
So, he's here?
Scared?
Not a chance.
Something you may immediately notice, well, once we get out of this battle, is that the map isn't automatically there. It is mapped, the area gets mapped as we move along. Also, something that you should notice about this area is it has some of the hardest regular monsters in the game. So it's going to be actually quite a bit difficult for us to be moving along through here. So let's take out a couple of these monsters and see what happens. Remember, Waka has the highest physical attack at the moment, so he's going to be able to deal the most amount of physical damage. Ultima, very powerful attack. Why? Because Yuna has a black magic attack as well. I gave her ultimate as well. Now Yuna has the highest magic rate of all my characters, but up until now it's been used exclusively for healing. Now she has the ability to do some black magic. Now she would have done more damage had she had break damage limit enabled, but it's going to be a little while before I can pick that up. I'm going to have to go get her ultimate weapon. We have another battle. This one, oh jeez. This demonstrates how bizarre and difficult the monsters can be in this game. Stone status. Now look what happens when we pull her out and have her steal from the treasure chest, which was something which we used to be able to do. When you find a treasure chest in battle, have her come out and steal from it, and you get an item. It doesn't happen here. The treasure chest actually turns into a really freaking difficult enemy. So let's start resurrecting characters here. Something. Okay, that was a little underwhelming. I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I did this. Try to bring Tidus back. Well, that kind of worked. Notice that Tidus is immune to physical attacks while he's in stone status, but he is useless in light. We're gonna have to use a soft to bring Tidus back. Now the treasure chest monster is actually quite a bit harder than the lizard thing that we had just defeated. Also, it's not immune to magic attacks, but it is highly resistant and resilient. All I'm doing here is bringing all my characters over here so they can each attack or do something during the battle so they can share in the experience points.
Bring it on!
Nothing to steal. And Orin's down.
I'm here!
Yeah!
Ow, come on. Look what happens when we hit it with magic. Very little damage. Not even worth it. Physical attacks, though, they work just as well as ever. Kill this thing and get it over with. I'm seeing a pattern here. But it's dead. And everybody gets experience points but Tidus. I'm just gonna cure real quick. And we're gonna head back to the map real quick and notice how the environment is being mapped as we move along. Also notice that my characters are not really quite strong enough to fight this thing yet. But notice where we are in the sphere grid. Our characters have essentially reached the ends of their specific sphere grids, their areas, their normal pathway. See, look, Kamari is moving into Yuna's sphere area, where Lulu is really at the end of hers. And Riku has... where is Riku? She's moved into Lulu's sphere grid area. Tidus is into... I guess that's Orin's. But even though we're at the end of the normal sphere grid areas, we're still not quite powerful enough to take these monsters on. So that's a bit of a hassle. The direction I'm going didn't really pan out. But there are a number of treasure chests that will appear in this area, and they will be kind of randomly placed. Also notice that I'm not getting in any battles at this point, and the reason why I'm not doing that is because I understood that the monsters were a little too powerful for me. So I shut the camera off and I went and I leveled up a bunch of times in this area. Oh look, random treasure chests. Key sphere, level 4. Sorry for the jump cut. And that'll happen sometimes, you'll get in the battles. Now what I'd gone and I'd leveled up a bunch of times, I made my characters more powerful so they could do a better job fighting off the enemies in this area. But the reason why we're not getting into any battles is because my Orin is currently equipped with a weapon which gives him the ability to avoid all encounters.
The final showdown with
Notice what I'm doing here. Now this was intentional. I backed out of the...
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Backed out of the area, went back to the airship, and then returned. And the reason why I did that is because when you do this, you can avoid... well, you can go and find the treasure chest again, and the first one you'll find will contain a level 4 key sphere. You can do this as many times as you want to stock up on those things, because there are a lot of level 4 spheres that need to be unlocked, or can be unlocked. And since we have a no encounters weapon equipped, that means that we don't have to worry about getting into too many fights. So we're just basically going to run around here and not worry about a damn thing. Treasure chests. See, look, level 4 key sphere. Now I have 2 of those defending bricks, so I'm just going to continue on. I'm not going to go and reset everything. Defending bricks, science proof, dark proof, I think that was. Not a very good piece of armor, but whatever. Turnover, that is a weapon for Waka. Magic counter and counterattack, that could be useful. But since we did not get into any battles, the rest of the treasure chests have not disappeared, and we continue on. But since we have our level 4 key spheres, let's finally go and unlock that node there, and move Lulu forward 1 spot, and get this final ability, this double cast. The double cast is a very useful ability because it allows her to cast 2 black magic spells in 1 turn, which can be brutally damaging, you know. And I'm going to use the rest of her sphere levels to move along further. I remember quite a while ago, back when I was, I guess maybe in the first 15 or so episodes, I had gone and kind of neglected the sphere grid. Like, my Titus had maybe 20 or so empty sphere levels that I wasn't applying because I really had forgotten to. But in the beginning of the game, you can really get away with that kind of thing. At this point in the game, you're going to need to use your sphere levels whenever you pick them up. I don't know what this is about. I really don't know what this is about. You can't jump that way. I guess the idea was that there used to be a walkway here, but then it collapsed, so you have to go around. But, you know, I don't see the point. Some more treasure chests. Something to note, there is an Albed primer in here, but I had forgotten about it when I was coming through here the first time. So I didn't pick it up, but don't worry, I will pick it up on the way out of the dungeon, which will actually be in the next episode. Friend Spheres, and another level 4 key sphere. The Friend Spheres are a very useful item because it allows you to change position on the sphere grid to the location of any of the other party members. I'm going to be using those later on. Now, where are we going here? The reason why their characters are running around through here is because there's a story about this guy named Omega. He was a monk of Yevon who turned against the teachings and all that, and he was banished out here to... what the hell? Let's make that jump. He was banished out here, I guess, to die. And what happens when people die alone? They become unsent.
You're kidding me!
Ooh, jeez, look at that. Well, they turned into fiends. This is the first optional Superboss of the game. This is Ultima weapon. Now, this Ultima weapon is not actually Omega. Not the Yevon monk that was sent out here. This is actually a monster that was spawned from Omega. The actual boss of this dungeon is called Omega weapon. Oh, jeez, I missed. Had I gotten that last reel. You'll notice that Warren is not going to do a lot of damage here, because the weapon he's using is an encounters weapon. I forgot to change that one for the fight. weapon is a monster that is spawned from Omega weapon as a,
I'm running if you are.
Or to tomorrow. This is basically Omega spawn. Now, as optional Superbosses go, Ultimate weapon is a disappointment. But the outcome of beating it is actually pretty good. By that I mean you get a lot of like experience points and maybe some extra items. Let's demonstrate double cast armor here. Throw Ultima at it a couple of times. Monitor shut off for a few seconds there. Went into power protection, I guess. Power safe. Not that you can see it happen. Can't use magic. None of these armor break, power break, none of that's gonna work. Immune. Notice even though I have Tidus's ultimate weapon, his celestial weapon, I'm still using the Brotherhood sword. And the reason why is because his sphere level isn't high enough, his strength isn't high enough to break the damage limit just yet. So I'm going to continue to use the Brotherhood because it has both sensor ability and it increases his strength by percentage. Now let's finish the battle off by summoning Anima. Okay, even though I went through the trouble of bringing Anima back out here, and I'm going to demonstrate Anima's overdrive for the first time. This is, needless to say, kind of overkill. Ultimate weapon is not a terribly powerful boss, and this is doing way more damage than I need to. But you do get AP bonuses for doing overkills on enemies, and that's what we're going to get. Wow, that was a freaking bam, overkill. Over 61,000 HP of damage. Of course, your character can do a whole lot more damage than that if you go through the trouble of filling up the sphere grid. And you have the celestial weapons here.
That was not Omega. Just a shadow born from Omega's wrath.
What, so the main man's still around?
Come on out, Omega!
When we meet, I will send it.
Well, that's the end of Ultimate Weapon, but not Omega Weapon. But I have to end the episode here, so thanks for watching. Be sure to catch the next episode when we will hunt Omega down like a dog.